Hello everyone. So this is MD Jayachandran. Today we'll be taking a look on insertion and deletion of nodes at the beginning and end of a doubly linked list. So let's get into the code. So first we have the standard input output library header file, and we also have the stdlib.h. So this library is basically for using the malloc keyword, so which basically allocates memory for our node here. So initially I am declaring a struct with the name node, and also I'm declaring two pointers named previous and next, which we'll be using for addition and deletion of nodes. And then I have an integer data type variable called data. So basically this will be storing the data that we are giving as input to the nodes. So I also have a pointer named head, which is of the type struct node. And next what I'm doing is I'm having like 5 functions. So the first function is insert beginning. So this function will basically insert a node at the beginning of the doubly linked list, followed by insert last, which will be inserting a node at the end of the doubly linked list. And then we have delete beginning, delete last, which basically deletes a node from the beginning of the list, and delete last deletes a node from the last. And finally we have void display, which will be used for displaying all the elements of the doubly linked list. So first we start with the main function, the void main. So here we have an integer data type variable called choice. So this we are going to use this variable for choosing an option from the menu that we are displaying at the beginning. So I'm using a while condition for the choice, and I'm equating it for not equal to 6. So first I have a printf statement called main menu, and inside that I have another print statement called choose an option from the following. And what those has are first thing is insert in the beginning, second insert at last, delete at the beginning, delete at last. Basically we are inserting and deleting nodes in the doubly linked list. And finally have display, which is going to display all the elements of the doubly linked list. So now I have a scanf statement for getting the choice of the user, that is whether they have to insert or delete or display the elements of the list. And then I have a switch case for the variable choice. So basically for case 1 I've called the function insert beginning, which I've initially declared before the main function globally. So and then for case 2 I have insert last, for case 3 delete beginning, and for case 4 delete last, and finally case 5 have display. And if the user gives any other input apart from these 5, I have used a default statement which will print me please enter a valid choice. So now we are going to define all the 5 functions that we mentioned previously, those which are insert beginning, insert last, delete beginning, delete last, and display. So let's start with void insert beginning. So this function is going to return me nothing, so I'm using a void insert beginning followed by parenthesis, and then inside that I have a pointer called p. So and then I have an integer data type variable called item. So basically, as I told earlier, this item is going to store the data that the user is giving into the node of the doubly linked list. So what I'm doing here is I'm for the variable p, I'm actually allocating a dynamic memory allocation, which is of the size of the struct node that we declared initially. So a dynamic memory will be allocated of the size of the struct node, and that will be stored in the address of p. And the first thing is I'm checking whether the pointer equals null, that is the p that I have initially declared equals null. So if that is the case, I'm printing it as overflow. And here is the main part of the code. So here I'm in the else statement. Inside that I have another if and else conditional statement. So inside the else I have the printf statement, where I have an print statement called enter item value. So this will basically and after that I have the scanf statement. So this will basically get the input from the user, which I have to insert at the beginning of the node. So since this is the insert beginning function, so this will insert the value inside the node at the beginning. So the first condition I'm checking is if head equals null. So there can be basically two choices. The first case can be either the doubly linked list is empty. So that's what we mean here by head equals null. So if the head is the pointer that points at the first node of any list. So if head equals null, that means that there is no data, or there are no nodes inside our doubly linked list. In that case, so the node that we are inserting now will be the first node of our doubly linked list. So what I'm doing is I'm assigning p of next and p of previous to be null. Basically there are no nodes inside our doubly linked list, so p of next and p of previous will all automatically be null. So what I'm doing next is I'm assigning p of data, the item value, to p of data, which I've got here using the scanf statement. So after that what I'm doing is, since I've inserted a node inside our doubly linked list, I'm changing the head value to the pointer p. So that will be the first element of our doubly linked list. Else if the other condition is I can enter a value at the beginning in an already existing doubly linked list, that is a doubly linked list already having a node. So in that case what I'll be doing is I'll be assigning the item that I've got here using the scanf statement into p of data, and what I'll be doing is I'll be assigning null to previous of the p pointer, and then to the next pointer I'll be assigning the head. So that will make the pointer that I've given now to be the first node of the doubly linked list, and the head of the previous will become p. And finally, since I've inserted a node at the beginning, so obviously the head pointer should point to the pointer p that I've created. So after this I am giving a print statement called node is inserted. So that will be our first function, which is insert beginning. So this is followed by insert at last. So here what we are going to do is we are going to insert a node at the last of the doubly linked list. So for that once again I'm gonna initialize a pointer variable p, and I'm also going to have a temporary variable here. Let me tell you why I'm using that. So I'm gonna have an item of the data type item variable of the data type integer, and here once again I'm going to dynamically allocate memory for with the size of the struct node, and I'm going to store that address into p. So once again if p equals null, I'll be printing overflow. Else I'll be going into the function of inserting a node into the last of the doubly linked list. So here what I'll be having is once again I'll be getting the input from the user, which I have to enter into the node. So for that I have the scanf statement and the printf statement. So what I'll be doing here is I'll be storing the p of data into the item after getting the input, and then here once again I'm going to check whether head equals null. So here once again I'm basically checking if there's no data inside the node or not. So if there is no data inside the node, what I'm doing is I'm going to assign null to both pointer of next and p of previous, and then I'll be assigning head equals b. This is basically what we have done at the at previous function, where we have inserted a node in the beginning. So after that what we have is I'm going to have a temporary variable, and I'm going to have that temporary variable store the value of head. So this is basically for traversing to the last of the node. So basically I have to add another node to the last of the doubly linked list. So what I'm doing is I'm having a temporary variable, and I'm using that temporary variable to traverse through the last of the doubly linked list. So I'm gonna have temp equals head, and I'm using a while statement which says temp of next is not equal to null. Basically what this while loop does is it will traverse till the last element of the doubly linked list. So after traversing to the last until that, what happens is temp will be keeping on traversing to the next. So for that we have temp equals temp of next. So until we find the last element, so obviously the last element's next address will be null. So that's what we are having as a condition inside this while loop. So when temp equals temp of next, until that we'll be traversing through the last of the doubly linked list. After that what we have is once it reaches that last node of our doubly linked list, it will get out of the while condition, and what it will do is it will assign temp of next to the pointer variable that we have allocated memory previously, and p of previous will now be assigned to the temp, and p of next will be assigned to null. So this will this basically do is it will make our node to be inserted at the last of our doubly linked list, and after that what I have is a print statement indicating that our node is inserted. Now we have the delete beginning and delete at the last. Next let's have a look on the delete beginning and the delete last functions, and finally we'll have a look on the display function. So basically the delete beginning function, we have a pointer, we declare a pointer of the type struct node, and then what we have is we check whether our doubly linked list is empty. For that we use the conditional statement if, and check if head equals null. So that basically means that there are no nodes inside our doubly linked list, and in that case we cannot delete nodes from a doubly linked list that has no nodes. So in that case I print that it is underflowing. So and then what I have is I have an else if statement, and inside that I check if head of next equals null. So this basically means that the node inside our doubly linked list is the only node, or we can also say that it's the first and last node, and in that case I'll directly assign the value of head to be null, and I'll free the memory allocated for the head pointer, and after that I'll be printing the node has been deleted. And the other scenario is like we have n number of nodes inside our doubly linked list, and I have to particularly delete the first node of our doubly linked list. In that case what I'm doing is I'm assigning the value of head to the pointer p, and then what I'm doing is I am moving the head pointer to the next node that's present in our doubly linked list, and then the head of the previous will become null. So in that case, what will happen is basically our head pointer will move from the first node to the next node. So that means our head will now be pointing to the second node of our doubly linked list. So in that case, the head will, since the head moves, there's no need of the allocating memory especially for our pointer. So I'm free, like getting rid of the memory that has been allocated to the pointer p using free of p command. And then what I'm printing is the node has been deleted. So that's basically delete beginning. Now let's move on to the delete last function. So here also I'm initializing a variable called p of the type struct node. It is a pointer variable. Once again, I'm checking if our doubly linked list is empty using head equals null, and in that case we cannot delete any nodes from an empty doubly linked list. So I'm printing underflow. Next, what I'm doing is, once again, I'm checking if it is like the only node present inside our doubly linked list. In that case, I'll be assigning the value of head to be null, and I'll be getting rid of the memory allocated for head using a free of head, and I'll be displaying print node. The node has been deleted, just to know that the node has been deleted. And then what we have is the next scenario where there are like n number of nodes inside our doubly linked list, and I have to particularly delete the last node of our doubly linked list. In that case, what I do is I'll be assigning the value of head to the pointer p temporarily for the point to the pointer p, and then I'll be having a while condition, and inside that while condition, what I'll be doing is I'll basically be traversing to the last of our doubly linked list. So for that, I'll be having p of next is not equal to null, and then p equal to p of next. So this will keep on repeating until I move to the last element of our doubly linked list. After moving to the last element of the doubly linked list, what I'll do is I'll do p of previous of next equals null. So what this will do is it will basically the pointer will move to the previous element from the last of a doubly linked list, and after that I'll be getting rid of the space that has been allocated for the pointer p, so which is basically the last node of our doubly linked list. And finally, I'll be printing that the node has been deleted. So this will help us in removing the last element from our doubly linked list. So finally, I have the void display function. So this is just to have a clear understanding of what happens as I perform the function. So for that, it's a simple function. So once again, I have a pointer variable called p of the type struct node, and then I'm printing a statement called printing values. And then what I'm doing is I'm assigning the value of p to head to p, and then I'm having a while condition where p is not equal to null, and I'm gonna print data until p is not equal to null. So p is like the p will be having the value of like the address of head, and it will keep on traversing to p of next until we reach the last element of our doubly linked list. Until that time, it will keep on traversing to the last, and when it reaches the last node of our doubly linked list, it will stop printing. So that is basically the overall program. Now let's run the program. So it's asking an option from me to insert at beginning or insert at last, or delete at beginning or delete at last, or to display the nodes in our doubly linked list. So first I'm gonna insert an element at the beginning of our doubly linked list. Let's say the data will be 25. So I've got a command here indicating that node has been inserted. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna display the items inside the node, and as we could see, the data of the first node has been printed. Now let me insert one node at the last of our doubly linked list. So for that, I'm using the command 2, so that will basically move to the insert last function, and it will insert an element at the last of a doubly linked list. So let me say that value is 55. So once again, I'm going to display the values of our doubly linked list. So here we have 25 and 55. As we could see, the data 55 has been inserted at the last of our doubly linked list. Next, I'm going to delete an element from the beginning. So for that, I'm going to use the number 3. So it gives me a prompt that the node has been deleted. So now let me display the value. So as we could see, the first element was 25, and the date of our first node was 25, and that has been removed from our doubly linked list, and only the last element has been printed. Now let me delete the last element also using the delete at last command. So I have a prompt that the node has been deleted. So let me display. Yeah, so we could see that there are no values after printing after this. So that means basically all our nodes has been deleted. So that's it, guys. Thank you.